All right, it's 6 o'clock. We're going to start the meeting. This is the Festival Grounds Committee meeting. It is November 2nd, 2023. We are in City Hall Council Chambers. Next item on the agenda is consider placing the minutes of the previous meeting on file, and that meeting was September 7th, 2023.
Motion approved.
I'll second.
Second.
No. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all is in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have agenda items for consideration, which will go pretty fast. Fair Rodeo Permanent Stands, Calendar of Events we'll move to. Calendar of Events. I guess there's two things on Calendar of Events. I was hoping Brad was going to be here. We're going to have to discuss. I got an email from Tammy from the Enrichment Center that she was looking at the agenda for the Festival Grounds meeting and wanted to point out that the Quilt Expo is August 1st through the 3rd. That's the weekend before the fair begins and the following Wednesday. It was on the expo calendar for over a year while we run it every other year. She says I wanted to avoid conflict with the fair setup. I did talk to her before the meeting tonight. They will be out of there on Saturday after the quilt show. So I don't know if we can get a hold of city staff to get down there to clean it so that, and I don't know, Nathan, if you want to come up here, since you're on the fair board, what they do is they move in the 4-H exhibits, and I believe you've usually started moving in on Saturday or Friday.
Like this year we started, I think Brad started a lot of that actually on Thursday, I want to say he got the keys.
Yeah, the week prior.
It takes so much effort and so much time to get the stuff in because we have to have everything in by Sunday before the 4-H'er people actually come in and start setting up their stuff
Okay.
before any exhibits even show up. So
Moving is a big deal.
Right. I guess I this show is
right now
it's not able to be moved or canceled. I mean,
right, and I get it. They had it in the books.
and I understand that we have to move around whenever the carnival is, but we're just going to have to work around it this year. And I guess I'll address it with. Is it Brad that I address
Brad
it?
mostly does that, and Dave Buck. But I would go straight to Brad.
Okay.
He tends to do the majority of the work for that, and he
Right.
tends to.
I'll
be
get
the
a
one.
hold of Brad. I'll see him.
They could put quilts on display in the Enrichment Center part during the fair.
Well, this is the show that comes in, and it's
But then
Right.
have them just
We-
put them down there in those rooms.
well,
Big
they'll
glass.
be out of there Saturday night or Saturday evening.
Yeah,
But she says it.
And we've had issues with the Enrichment Center, between the Enrichment Center and the fair during the times that we're open anyways, or
Right.
that the Enrichment Center is open, so it just ended up being a headache and a problem. So
Right.
that's just,
So it doesn't,
the fair and the Enrichment Center, people don't play well together, let's put it that way.
that's too bad.
It is, it's very unfortunate, and
There's a gift shop
Um,
down in there.
I know, I agree, and that's something that I would love to see actually mended, but I don't think with current people in positions that they're in, that it'll ever happen. And I'll just leave it at that.
I think that what I'll do then is I'll make sure I get a hold of Brad. We'll discuss it, and then we'll probably put it on next month's agenda then. That we'll discuss it when we have the full.
Just a quick question, do we know how much room the quilt show takes up?
They take up the whole expo.
They do take up the whole expo? Yeah.
When I went down there 2 years, or
It would
yeah,
have been almost 2 years ago. Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Okay.
they move in and they move out. I mean, but the people are from Medford area mainly,
No,
so they
even if it's half, it's all.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and I get it. I'm trying to come up with
Yeah.
some sort of
Right.
good resolution where like if they're only taking up half the building, then we can set up the other half for us, and then when they're out,
Yeah.
be able to set up that other half.
They'll need the whole building because the last year, or whenever the last time it was, I was down there, it was full.
Do we know what time they are done on Saturday?
I believe it was 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock? Brad might say we might be able to make that work. I don't know for
Right.
sure though.
All right, I'll discuss it with Brad and then we'll put it in, like I said, Lori will put it on next month's agenda to discuss. I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that. Then we have discussion on promoting the fairgrounds, update and discussion on the food truck event, May 18th, 2024. Hallie has done a lot of
Hallie's
work,
Doing a super job.
a lot of work on this.
She's found over 20 trucks. She did a search, was able to do a search,
Yep,
and within, I don't know if it's 40 miles or 60 miles, that there's over 20
yep.
of those. So we'll keep adding to that.
Yep, and she's been working with Dawn and Tammy down there. I sent out this, or I had Lori send out the email to all the people on the committee. The cornhole tournament, I talked to Corey Dornbrock from the VFW Post, and he gave me, actually today I got it, a vendor that takes care of the whole tournament. They find the participants, they set it up, they have all the boards, everything, and
That's
that's
ideal.
what they did at the VFW when they had it there.
That's ideal.
So Hallie emailed them today. She copied me in on it. We have not heard back from. I know she was meeting with Laura Bars about. We're talking about doing a vendor show down there, the craft show type thing, along with this.
In general, it's in our best interest to have a promoter or a
Yep.
producer
Yep,
that's in between the event and the city.
yep.
Doesn't mean we can't do it,
Mm-hmm.
but sooner or later, we would look to, even with the food truck event,
Yep.
sooner or later, we'll probably want to find somebody who says, I'll take that over for you.
Right.
The cornhole organizer also has a computer program for scoring, which would accommodate like a big screen to show the score.
Mm.
I don't know if you put up a projector or what, you know.
We're having a tent. We're having at least one tent.
Oh, I'm
would be-
talking for the cornhole.
Yeah, I know. We're having a tent for the cornhole tournament.
Oh, I'm talking of, the computerized system should have a monitor where they can see the,
But I'm saying we could probably put that up on the wall of one of them.
Well, if
Because they have a backdrop on the sides, I would
If
imagine.
there's a producer that's already doing the event, they may already have some of those components
Right,
that they already planned for.
right.
at the VFW, they've had it through the overhead projector on the
Yeah.
screen. So I don't know, we had that before for meetings, overhead projector.
At the VFW, yeah,
No,
absolutely.
at the expo too. We had
But
the
this
meetings there.
is
Yeah,
gonna
but-
be
Yeah,
down
but
towards
I know,
the.
but I'm just
right.
saying, planning ahead, you should have,
Right.
the capability of,
Well, and I think that's where this is all just early planning stage right now,
that
but,
planning.
right. And then,
If,
go ahead.
if we run into where it's needed, and I hate, Arnie, I'm sorry I'm not volunteering you, but I'm just saying, Arnie has a fella that sets up video
Okay,
for his auctions, and he has a feel for it.
Yeah.
You know, what to show, how to show it, that kind of a thing. So we have some pretty good skills
Right.
inside a family here.
okay. No, that's good to know. Beverages, she reached out to Zach from Sawmill. I also talked to Corey from the VFW to see if they'd be interested. I told them that we were kind of working with Zach, but if this falls through, Corey said that they'd probably work something out because they have a liquor license. But we would have to get a picnic license, but we'd still have to have somebody with a liquor license on premise, but Hallie has a liquor license.
She does?
But, and then she needs to get certified for the city. She's for the town of Merrill, but she can pretty much get,
I think Cheryl does too, from the chamber.
yep,
Okay.
yep. Sponsor-wise, I talked to Incredible Bank. They are willing to donate a tent for the event. And I would imagine that'd be about 1,500 to 2,000 for one of them.
The size you want.
Right. We have, through the Tourism Commission, through the chamber, I talked to Clyde. He's gonna put us in for $1,000 to help promote on the outside.
VFW also has about a 16 by 32 army tent that would be available,
Okay.
but it's pretty heavy and takes some expertise to put it up and take it down.
Right.
Well, you're the expert.
Yeah, thank you. If I'm available, I will be there.
We have talked with several people about entertainment. I've been outvoted by the girls. They would like a live musician, where I said a DJ. But Hallie did contact Brad Emanuel. He will play for 3 hours and 20 minutes without taking a break, pretty much, unless nature calls, for $500. So, I mean, that isn't bad. And he's got a big drawing, and he'll set up. He has his own stage. He has his own sound system. So if we can get a sponsor for that, and I was in contact with one of the local karaoke people, or DJ karaoke. They figured about $400. So if we could do both, because we want the event to run from 11 till 7.
I would think then you'd want to do both, and probably you'd want to start off, just with my experience, you'd probably want to start off with the DJ karaoke
Yep.
to lead into.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why Brad has something booked in the morning.
Yeah.
So it would be the afternoon, so it's kind of working out as planned there. No, Hallie's been working very, very diligent on this, keeping me informed. I'm keeping her informed of what I'm finding, but just to kind of give you guys an update, that's where we're moving. Rick will be contacting you shortly about helping us with some of this stuff too. Also, she has been working with Dawn at Mark for getting, I want to say, it's not permission slips, but what do you call that?
Contracts.
Contracts,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know she had asked me for the vendor one from
Right,
the
from the
fair,
fair.
but I have to, Tom has seen that particular contract, and we'd have to manipulate it, yeah,
Right, but I mean, if Dawn has something that's more fit for the city,
yeah, then that would
can-
definitely work a lot better, I would think.
and we are planning on sitting down with some of the food truck vendors here to kind of talk over with them,
Ground rules. And
right, and what they would like to see and what we'd like to see. We're thinking of charging $25 per spot to help offset some, which I think they would pay.
They would pay that in a heartbeat if they can sell
Right,
a lot of food. That's,
right. I talked to quite a few of them myself, and I've been talking to people about this, and everybody seems very excited. It is in conjunction with the citywide garage sale weekend too. So we're gonna pick up a lot of traffic on that.
Yep.
And I talked to the Humane Society. They're willing to bring a booth over. Boys and Girls Club is willing to set up a booth, informational booth, things like that. So sounds like it's gonna be a good event. I hope that it takes off, and
Like a spring fling.
yep. Yep. So that's all I have for updates, and we'll keep this will be on the agenda until May, so every month updates on that.
Insurance also.
Yep, yep, and then I think we'll be working with Tom on it.
Satisfy Mr. Hagan.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll take care of that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's only just care what we do as long as we're insured for it.
All right, we'll move on to monthly reports.
Well, are we prepared to
Okay.
discuss camping at this meeting?
No, we'll have to put it on the agenda for the next
Well, that's, would come with, under, the
promotion.
promotion of, festival grounds, certainly would. Matter of fact, that'd be very important for promotion of festival grounds.
Tom, is that fit?
Well, I think, yeah, it's generic enough, it's promoting it, but it's a bit of a stretch.
I think it's a bit of a stretch.
I mean, you have a subsection A on there for
Right,
a
the food truck.
reason, so.
I mean, you can-
We will make it next month's
I'd be
agenda.
more comfortable with that.
Next month's agenda, we'll put
Well,
a section
Make
B.
the comment that
Yep, I will put
sometimes
camping.
time creeps up on us, and, this is a big project, and you're gonna have to start moving on it.
Yep, and Rod and I and some other people have been working on it already, so. Moving on to monthly reports, we got Mr. Bjorklund's report. You got anything you wanna add?
I wanted to echo your, an attaboy to Hallie, or attagirl to Hallie. She's really done a nice job on that.
Mhm.
And doing anything we can to help her fill in blanks there. And we've, Arnie Lang had, I didn't realize Arnie, but Arnie, right off the bat, became our #1 event producer.
Mm-hmm,
And he has been for a while, so I just wanted to give an attaboy there.
mm-hmm.
Because I think just this last week, he's added, Tom, I think two more dates to the existing ones, so
Good.
that just continues to grow and grow, and he's like the ever-ready bunny, you can't stop him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one of our best
Promoters.
promoters, yeah. Also, Jack Koshik, he had good news from about his health. The wrestling promoter, he had to kind of gear down,
Mhm.
but he's got a good, clean bill of health now. So that's, for us, that's good.
Right.
Because that means he and his partner now are grabbing on, going
Mm.
full bore also.
Okay.
In addition to happy that it wasn't bad news.
Right, right.
And nope, I
Don't
guess,
look at me.
okay, all right. Nope, all right. We're right. Yeah. We're good for now.
Okay,
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was the volunteer groups. I
Okay.
just wanted to do an attaboy for them.
mm-hmm,
They've been they've been super for us. We don't hire them, but the event producers have
Sure.
hired them. And what happens is the event producer is able to fix his cost, which labor would normally be a variable cost. He's able to fix that to a flat fee that he is guaranteed on.
sure.
The volunteer group is able to establish that as a donation to the group, and then they bring the labor to accomplish the setup and the tear down and the move out.
Okay.
Those relationships have really grown, and just even with the mounted shooters, our own horse show group wound up serving that role for that brand new event, kind of all unbidden. So we got really lucky having supervisors of those groups being engaged,
Mhm.
because you just can't turn it over to high school kids.
Right.
You need supervision in there. Sue and Kesh Pillai have been wonderful. They're outstanding. You couldn't ask for better. The Trap and Skeet Club has been, again, outstanding also. I just drew a blank on his name. I've talked to him 6 times. But they've turned out to be great, and they make sure our events have legs, that we get them set up and we get them torn down. That was the effort.
Sure. Also going back to the food truck event that I have talked to the Rotary Club. They said anything they could do to help too with that. So, all right, then I'll entertain a motion to place the reports on file.
Also move. Second.
Got a motion and a second to place the reports on file. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Public comment. Mr. Lane, you got anything to add?
Oh, yeah. Good evening.
I'll bring this over to you.
Well, I don't think I need that, but I'll
Yeah,
take it.
you do.
You do for recording purposes.
The camera's over there.
Thank you. Huh?
The camera's right back here.
Oh, I don't want to talk to the camera. I just want to talk to you guys. All of you know who I am, Lang Auction Realty, and I do a lot of auctions, and I've been using the Expo Center for that, and it's worked out very well. The people love it. It's a very nice place, and but it takes prep time to get an auction ready to go. And I always run a nice auction, and everybody enjoys it, and I have lots of stuff to sell because I don't go soliciting stuff. People call me constantly, and I have 7, 8 people that work for me. And so I'm running a part-time business. And I use the Expo Center. Now, I was using it, and I get the key Thursday night, and then I can get in there Friday to set up. The last auction I had, they decided that I couldn't have the key till 12 o'clock at noon. Now, the problem with that is, for me, it cuts out all my prep time. You talked about other people doing other things. Last summer, they had the guys there working on this four-wheeler gigged it, whatever they had. They were there for a week or week and a half. And so I need prep time, and I'm not getting it. And I called some people to help me, regular workers, to help me this week. I got this morning, well, we can help you till 1 o'clock on Friday. Says, well, the way it is, I'm not going to get in there till 12, so that ain't going to help me at all. And I don't like working till 7, 8 o'clock at night, setting up my auction to do a fine job for what I do. If there's no reason that I can't get in there earlier. Now, somebody said they had to be in there for, couldn't open it for cleaning. I was there at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning last. Not a soul around. I even took a picture of the building. There's not a soul around. The cleaning is all done. I talked to Nick here. I think it was Nick, whoever was in charge of the cleaning. And he said he had to take care of that. And I talked to the guy that does the cleaning. And he's always gone by 9 o'clock. And even if he was there, we could wait a few minutes, but I've never seen him there after 9 o'clock at any time. So somebody's trying to pull my chain, and I don't know who it is. And maybe somebody don't like my auction business. That could be. And I'm not afraid of that, but I could use a little more cooperation from who's ever in charge of the key that says I can't have it till noon. So that's my request, is to get in there in the morning so I can get something done without killing myself later on in the afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
We allowed to comment on public comment?
No.
No.
Date and time of next meeting will be called the chair. And then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you say that.
Yeah.
I am not the keeper.
Thank you.
I am not